Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Rainbow Six Extraction. After spending a number of hours on the game, I'll be sharing my thoughts and talking about what I've experienced so far. Before we get into it, if you're looking forward to more Rainbow Six Extraction videos, why not hit that subscribe button? It's free, and there are more videos coming soon. Let's jump into this review, shall we? First off, let's begin with the gameplay. The main story mode of Extraction is based on tactical incursions. How this works is that you enter a level and carry out objectives as you make your way through different subzones within it. There are a range of objectives to carry out, from simple objectives like biopsy, which requires you performing a takedown to get a sample from an Archean, to rescue asset, where you have to extract a survivor to safety. There are 10 objective types in the game and 3 extra objectives as well, which we'll talk about later on in this video. You will also have studies to carry out in each area that you go into, and these help towards 100%ing an area and giving you extra experience gains. This then contributes to the progression of your react level. With the progression of your react level, you unlock more react tech to use and more levels to explore. If you are familiar to R6, you will feel right at home with this game and recognise the operators that you have available to play as. If you're new to R6, each operator has a breakdown of their abilities or gadget and their loadout. The movement and gunplay feels exactly like it is in R6. You will be able to vault over ledges and low walls, sprint, etc., and health does not regenerate, but instead can be boosted with med kits that you find in the levels. With each operator having their own loadout and weapons to use, you can make each operator fit your style of play. As you play with each operator, they will gain experience and level up, giving you upgrades to your operator with each level. There is a level cap of 10 levels for each operator. Now when you go on a mission, if your operator is injured during the mission, they will become inactive on their return to base, and they will be inactive until they've healed up. This leads to you using other operators while this happens. Now it's also crucial that you take the correct operator for the objectives that you'll be taking on, because there's a new mechanic in this game that we've not seen in an R6 game before. That mechanic is the MIA mechanic. If you play a level and you and your squad are taken down by the Chimera Parasite while on mission, your operator will become MIA. This means that they'll be coded in the status frame and removed from your roster until you rescue them from the level that they went MIA in. This is when the extra 3 objectives come into play. When you go into a level where there is an MIA operator, in one of the subzones you will find an arch tree, which is where you'll find the operator being held. When you have found them, you will have to free them from the arch tree by pulling them out and shooting the anchor points, which sends the tree energy to fight back against you. If you are successful, you will be able to pull the operator free and then have to carry them to the exfil and to safety. However, if you fail, the operator will be absorbed by the tree and you will fail the rescue attempt. Do not fret though. If you fail, your operator will be returned to your roster, but with a loss to their progression. In order to protect this, it is recommended to max out your operator to prevent experience loss. For each operator that is MRI though, your react level will also decrease, so it's best to make sure that you extract safely with each mission, or you gain your MIA operator quickly to maintain your react level. In terms of areas that you'll be taking the fight to the Chimera Parasite, there are 4 areas available, with 3 levels within them. Each level is broken down to 3 subzones, with each zone becoming more difficult as you progress. As you transition between subzones, you'll have areas of safety which are your airlocks. Here you may be able to obtain ammo, gadgets and health boosts. I've only been to 2 areas so far with my playthrough, which are New York City and San Francisco. There's also Alaska, and the City of Truthful Consequences, which if you played the Outbreak mode on Siege back in the day, you will recognise the name. Each of the areas I've been to are very well detailed and good in size. As you move around the map, you will see how the Parasite is doing what it can to keep its hold of the area, and the audio also works really well too. You're able to hear where the enemies are, and you get a feeling of how alive the environment is, with the Parasite making all the noises it produces from its nest and its sprawl. Talking about the Parasite, the enemies that you'll be going against on the levels are a force to be reckoned with, and not to be underestimated. There are 8 varieties of Archean that you will encounter, each with their own unique ability and method to be taken down. During my time in the game, I have encountered most but not all types of Archean. There's also a type of enemy called a Protean, which is an enemy that is taken on the form of an operator, and also mimics the operator's behaviour. I'm yet to personally go against one of these, but keep an eye out for a future video when we'll have a deep dive look at them all. So we were playing at moderate difficulty, and we found it quite challenging, but although being as a duo, that probably added to the difficulty factor. It was satisfying when you finished a level, because there were times when we thought we weren't going to make it out, and when we did, it was such a relief to make it through that level alive. But as you've seen from the footage, there were times where we went down but not out and an MIA, at which point we just went straight back in and got our operators back. I'm looking forward to tackling it at harder difficulties, and I'm also looking forward to seeing the in-game stuff when it launches.
Get our operator to the extraction point.
After having spent a number of hours with this game, I can highly recommend it to anyone who is a fan of R6 and looking for a new take on multiplayer, with it being PvE. Having played R6 for years, it is refreshing to play this and do some PvE action and work as a team of friends. With cross-play and cross-progression in this game as well, you're able to play with friends from across all platforms with ease. Sure, you can play it solo, but the really fun moments happen with your squad mates. The game runs smoothly, and the only issues that we encountered whilst playing was during an attempt to revive Retro. I held the X button down to get her up, she would stand up but suddenly go back down again. This happened about 3 times. Until our squad was wiped, that is. Apart from that, the game played without a hitch. Graphically on the Xbox Series X it looks great, and I can see a lot of replayability in this game, with having to complete all the studies and leveling up your operators to get more upgrades. There is also endgame content, so once you've done the main story, a new challenge opens up, but I will cover that at a later date in another video. I hope you enjoyed this review video of Rainbow Six Extraction. The game launches on the 20th of January, and will also be available on Game Pass for those who have subscribed to the service. Will you be picking up the game and taking the fight to Chimera? Let me know in the comments below, and remember to like and subscribe for more content from Rainbow Six Extraction soon. For now, I'll see you all later.